This video is going to show you how to spruce up your blog posts. Let's say I just wrote this blog post about some basic top reasons to use Google Drive. I used a nice summary title here and then wrote my blog post. It's pretty short and isn't anything to write home about. If I were to click preview, I can see what this would look like on my specific blog. Currently, it just is pretty basic. So let's say I wanted to spruce it up, maybe add an image or some links within this. To do that, I can close out the preview window and come back to my blog post. Let's say I wanted to add an image at the top. I can go to Google Images and search for a Google Drive logo. Now when I do this, I want to make sure that I find within the search tools here that I'm going to find one that is labeled for reuse. That means that it's okay to put on my blog post. Once I do that, I can find one that looks good to me. Can click on it. Right-click on your image will give you the ability to copy the image address. When you go back to your blog, all you need to do is click on the photo icon here to insert an image, and then you want to do this from a URL. When you paste the URL there, it will then give you a preview of your image, and then you can say Add Selected. On here, you can also then click and decide if you want to add a caption, if you want it centered, if you would like it on the left. Let's say I liked that. Maybe I wanted it smaller. I could do that as well, or change the size as we go on here. So it's really up to you how you'd like to do this. I probably would make it a little bit smaller than that, and I don't mind that it's on the left. Now, I can also then decide that I want to hyperlink Google Drive to make it actually go to Google Drive for people that are reading this blog post. I can select the words Google Drive and then click Add or Remove a Link. The text will display Google Drive, but then I'm going to type in the URL right here where it says link to the web address. Now I know the address is drive.google.com, but if you have a URL to an article or other things, you can simply copy that from the URL box and then paste it here. You can also then, if you wanted to, maybe say contact me, you could highlight me and then decide to add an email address to that area. So when they click on that, it will be able to send you an email. Now, once I've added that here, I want to decide whether or not I want this link to open in a new window or the window they're currently in. I typically click this so it opens a new tab for them instead of changing from the location that they are at. You hit OK, and now it will hyperlink this area of have a Google Drive account. When they click on that in there, it will allow them to then go to that. So we can preview our article now on Blogger, and it is looking a little bit better. Now the same goes, you could add more text, you could add more pictures, but this is just a very basic post that gives you the top reasons to use Google Drive and looks a little more graphically pleasing. So those are just the basic ways to add a hyperlink and add an image to your blog post. And as we looked at this in preview, we can look that it looks pretty nice as well. Now, the same goes when you're looking at adding images that you can upload from your computer or a flash drive, but those are just ways that you can use Google Images to find those.